Hello everyone. How you doing, guys? So it's funny, I'm laughing because I was circling around the whole building to find a spot so I can talk to you. And I literally went everywhere and I was almost at the verge of giving up. But then I was like, let's just do one more lap or like go check out that place. And eventually this was the last stop and this room was empty, so I could just sit here and talk to you guys. Uh, Maybe it was a lesson too, not give up. Do not give up. Just push through. Maybe something will happen. As it did. So, it's been a long time since we talked. The reason that I'm here is I'm struggling a little bit. It's hard to say it, but because I'm struggling, well, before this, I used to see this as a bad thing, but right now I'm seeing it as an opportunity to come here and talk to you guys and share with you. Like there's something important here for me and for you, and we can learn from each other. I watched a video today on Instagram and it was talking about feeling stuck, which that's what I said when I was talking about this issue, and I was like, I feel stuck. I feel like there's like I can't get out of this situation, or like I feel a lot of pressure. By the way, new haircut. And the video started like this: that feeling stuck is your resistance towards feeling the feeling towards feeling the feeling that you should feel, or the reality that you're trying to escape or avoid. And it hit me hard because to me, like, if you're a self-aware person, you tend to, like, I don't know, kind of brag about it to yourself. You're like, oh, I'm present in the moment, and I'm like, I'm just stuck, and this is the feeling that I have. But no, that's not the feeling that you have. The feeling that you have is this resistance. And it got me thinking, like, what is it that I'm resisting? What is it that I don't want to feel? Like, it's too heavy for me to even go and touch it and like open up that wound. I think I've got some answers for it. Still, like, it's very hazy for me. Like, I'm trying to figure it out, and I'm to be honest, I'm not even sure if I got it right. But a good portion of that can be the fact that I'm thinking I'm not good enough, that I don't know enough. And that is a true statement. That's not a feeling, it's a fact. Yes, I've known good enough to be here, but do I know enough to continue being here? That's something that I'm thinking about. Or do I know enough for the future? And when I think about those stuff, I realize that it's a no. So accepting this fact is hard. And I think this has been the main thing that I've been avoiding. That I feel like, oh, I am good. But the thing is, I know I'm not good. I'm just fooling myself to a degree that I don't want to improve. Oh, there's a difference. I am all aware of like being confident, accepting myself, but there's a fine line between accepting yourself and pushing forward and actually becoming a better person, better version, more knowledgeable, whatever it is that you're seeking. So I feel like right now that I accepted that, yes, I don't know enough. I'm not good enough at managing myself and managing my time. Maybe my PhD journey hasn't been very well. Maybe it could have been better. Maybe I wasted a lot of time so far, in my own opinion. And that's my reality. And that's okay. So accepting this and like labeling, yes, you've been lazy. You've been procrastinating. It's hard. Right now that I'm saying it, I kind of don't like it. Don't like to hear it, and I tend to like have self-compassion and be like, no, it's been all good. You had this and that. They are all fine. Yes, I have reasons for why I didn't do as much as I wanted, but those reasons, they should not justify it. So what I'm saying is, right now that I accept it, I have two choices that I can make. First choice is ignore it and go with the same flow that I was going. And I can blame a lot of other things. But here, what I'm gonna do is take accountability and take responsibility of my own life and be like, okay, if it hasn't went well yet, it doesn't mean that it has to go this way. It's the same journey that it happened in my undergrad. So I'm not gonna. That was a lesson for me, and I did change my course of actions, and I did get a better result. So why don't I learn from my own journey before? So I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna change it. I was talking to ChatGPT, and ChatGPT said the imposter syndrome it labeled it as that, which can be true to some degree, was, and it talked about it a little bit, and then he said like, you don't get confident and then start doing that thing that you want to do. You start doing that thing, you get more confident, you start doing it more, and the circle goes around. And I was like, is that true? And then I realized it is true. When I started the gym, I wasn't confident at all. I didn't have a good body, I was nervous, I was anxious, but I just went there day after day, week after week. I didn't care. I didn't care if like people don't look at me, if people think I'm like not in a good shape. No. I just started doing it. And eventually I became confident. Isn't that a lesson? Why shouldn't I learn from myself? Yes, it was hell at the beginning. It wasn't easy. The first day that I went to the gym, like my twin brother started going to the gym 1 month earlier, and he said, let's go together. And I said, no. It was hard for me to start. And I have this tendency to like kind of resist towards a new thing. Then a month later, I go with him for the first session. I don't do a lot of workout, just hanging in there. Because like, thought of working out was like kind of overwhelming. You don't know what to do. You're in a different country. Like, what's the like protocol? You know. After the first session that I signed up, it took me 2 more weeks to go to the next session. And in the meanwhile, my brother was going, and he was like, let's go together. I was like, no. Because I was overwhelmed with that idea. And I think it's the same situation here. And the struggle that I'm having is actually somehow helping me towards like going towards that. But the thing is, I just have to start doing things. I have to avoid the distractions that I have in my head. And just start doing not much, just a little bit at a time. Just 1 more hour, 1 more minute, 30 minutes, whatever it is. Like accepting like that I'm not perfect and I have lost a lot. Right now, I know that my focus, my attention span is like 5 minutes tops. I get really distracted really quick. That's why I deleted Instagram, or like, I think that one of the things that is bothering me these days is like watching series and whatnot. They're like drugs. You kind of do them to escape the reality that is around you. And yeah, just have to be there. Just have to resist. Just have to push through. And yeah, endure the transition period that is here. Yeah, just a lot on my mind, right? I will get better. I will get better. I wanted to record this video for you too, to see the struggle, to, if you're feeling like this, you're not alone. Oh, and when I said this to ChatGPT, it was like 99% of like successful people feel this way. I don't want to like see myself as a successful person, but I feel like it can be true. A lot of us think this way, and it can be a good thing, unless it becomes unhealthy. But I don't feel like mine is at that level for now. It's just pushing me to be a better person. And I need that for the sake of my future, my family, my future wife, and my children, and more importantly, myself. I'm gonna live, I don't know, at tops 80 years, and I have already done 25 of it. And it just goes by so quickly. And I don't want to look back and be like, I don't really remember much because I was watching reels on Instagram. That would be hell. The day that I say that, it would be like, whew. But yeah, it is what it is right now. I'm accepting it, and I will change it. One of my friends was going through a breakup, and there were like some stuff that the other person needed to change in order for the relationship to move forward. And the other person was like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't promise anything, but I will try to change it. And she knew that it was a good thing for her to change. But anyways, one aspect that you could look at that is like you're not even confident enough to say, I will change that. You don't have that confidence in yourself. If you don't have that confidence in yourself, how should I have that confidence in you? And that's why I'm saying it very vividly and clear as a day that I will change it. I'm not gonna let this be like this. You wanna there have been a lot of good role models in my life, men and women, that they changed the situation that wasn't serving them. I'm not gonna let this devour me and consume me, my thoughts, my confidence, and my world around me, because it has to end. It has to stop. I'm doing good in a lot of aspects in my life. I have a good balance in my life. What I need is just to make this part better, to gain more knowledge, do a better research, I guess, to work better, to be more present, to have more focus, to spend my time what was the word for it? I forgot. When you choose to do something, like you're not doing it because you're forced to do by your head, like by your brain, by your mind. Like watching a TV show. Like I'm beginning to hate that, because I'm doing it as something, to escape. Anyways, I'm just going in circles now. I'm gonna commit to here that I will come here every week, and I will report to you guys of what I did, that I feel proud, and that was a change, and I'm sticking to that. And I will do that. You'll see. Okay, thank you very much for listening. I know you probably don't listen to the whole thing, but it was 15 minutes of me ranting about my life, and maybe it will help you. Maybe it inspires some people, but more importantly, it's inspiring myself. I like the way that I can just bring it out of my head and see it clear and kind of help myself out. Yeah, maybe it does the same for you. Okay, have a lovely day. I know we haven't seen each other or met each other, but I love you guys. Take care and stay safe.